Well, welcome back to AM Kentucky. Joining us now to talk about the 2025 Southern Kentucky Bridal Expo is Allie Code with Events by Allie and Tanya Roth with the Potter Farm Wedding and Events Venue. And thank you both for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
I know, this is like, weddings are so beautiful and just so happy. And so I'm glad to be talking about this for sure. All right, so Allie, tell me about your place. And you're one of the vendors at this year's Bridal
Yes,
Expo.
I am one of the vendors. I'm a wedding planner, freelance wedding planner. So I do weddings all around Bowling Green and beyond that, honestly. But it's very fun doing the Bridal Expo because it's a one-stop shop for you to see all of your vendor possibilities in one place. One of the most intimidating things about wedding planning is just kind of the search bar of photographers in Bowling Green, venues in Bowling Green, and the millions that pop up and you don't know where to go. So being able to see a face and meet these people in person, it's just kind of like good grocery shopping almost for wedding planning. So it's just always a fun event. You meet all kinds of different people needing all kinds of different things.
And they get to ask you questions, right then and there. And so what a great thing that we do every year. And I know that the new director of it, the new owner, is Holly Kustra. And so she will be here another time to talk about it. And so this is an exciting time for her and everyone else as well. So, all right, tell me about the Potter Farm Events Venue.
Well, first of all, thanks for having us.
Yes.
And we're all excited about the Bridal Expo too. I mean, it is one of over 80 vendors there. So the brides have a great one-stop shop to come see us there. The Potter Farm Events Venue is about 10 minutes south of Bowling Green off of Rich Pond Road. We have a wide variety of weddings there. We have all kinds of wedding budgets that have their events there for us. We have everything from a venue barn and a bridal cottage and a groom's quarters, which we call the bunkhouse. So it is so fun. And now that we're in engagement season, the tours have been heavy and everybody's getting ready for 25 and 26. And so that's why it's perfect for them to visit the expo. And and the thing is when they're at the expo, they get to see a lot of different vendors and meet them. So it's important for these brides to click with their vendors. So you really need to know whether it's the photographer or whether it's the wedding planner or the venue, that you have something in common with them. So what a place to come and talk to a lot of different people. So it is wonderful. And at Potter Farm, stop by my booth if you're still looking for your venue. And so it's great.
And that's the farm that has that gorgeous Victorian home. And is the home part of the venue?
Well, that's a great question. So actually we live in the home. So it's off of Rich Pond Road. So we live off of Rich Pond Road. There is a little cottage behind that gorgeous house, which we love so much. And the house and the barn were built in the 1880s. And so it's truly, on those 20 acres there, it is truly an historic place because at one time that was a huge farm and the Potters were huge. So they came to Kentucky in 1790 and they built that house in 1888 and that venue. So we have kept those 20 acres and we try to honor its presence there. And I always say we're such a small dot in the timeline of that house.
So that's a great venue for sure. So, Allie, what's one thing people don't realize when they start to plan their wedding?
I was just recently asked a question very similar to that, and it happens so often with my brides or just hearing anybody when you're just in discussion with people and you're like, oh, how's the wedding planning going? Honestly, a lot of people get to the point where they say, I'm just ready for it to be over, which is so sad, because you spend so much time and so much money. And it's a very exciting part of everyone's lives. So that's something that I love about the expo is it just kind of helps revive your spirits, get you back in the mood, whether you just got engaged over the holidays, you've been engaged for a year and it's finally 2025, your year to get married. It just gets you back in the mood and excited and reminded you, all the things that you helped make the decisions for in the first place. But just being able to dream. A lot of people, I think, forget to dream still with wedding planning because of money and budgets and stuff. So it's something I always try to tell my brides is, yes, of course, budgets are real. Everyone has a budget. It's very, very important element of wedding planning. But it's so easy to just assume that I can't afford this. I would really love to get married at the Pottery Farm, but there's no way. I've seen pictures of that place, and I cannot afford to get married there. And it's just not the case. There's so many things that people underestimate with wedding planning.
Yeah.
And so with the Expo, you get to see all these different places, and a lot of times you're going to get information that if you don't want to take the time to inquire online, you'll get it at the Expo quickly, so you can kind of check things off your list and keep dreaming and not just assume you can't have some of these things that you can
and
have.
The Expo that you were speaking of is actually this weekend. It is the 2025 Southern Kentucky Bridal Expo, and the 19th, that's Saturday?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay, well, it's at the Knicely Center from 10 to 5 p.m. Tickets and info, well, just go to SokiBridalExpo.com. It's sort of a one-stop shop for weddings. We'll be right back.